Oh, good morning. I woke up around 8 again, which is early for me. My tail was being ripped off all night. My Draco tail. We were in Nibiru. My lamp or my ceiling light was all the way down there when I woke up, and then it went back to normal when I compressed into my suit because, humans don't accept that a lamp can fucking move on its own volition during the night. So the lamp compressed back to normal. Um, yeah, we were in Nibiru last night, Nibiru this morning. They're skadooshing people to Nibiru now. Technically, that does mean that we are in the kingdom of Elissa. Doesn't feel like that since I have to pay for fucking cigarettes and I'm not allowed to date. I'm not allowed to go hang out with TJR at Art Basel, and that's obviously that's against the law. I should be allowed to date freely. I was attacked all through the night and into the morning. We had to attack back, and I would say things are escalating. Yet again, I would say that this year parallels last year. I would say that this year seems to be an overlay of last year. I would say that this is my more fully embodied self, going back in time and protecting me last year while I was in the public. Um, I would say that that is illegal to, uh, that's a federal offense to go against me and not the other way around. Again, we're talking about mortals and we're talking about supernatural powers right now, and the mortals need to stop it with their mortal righteousness. I would say that this is a progression of last year as well as an overlay of last year. I would say that things have progressed profoundly. However, I am reaching back to myself last year and protecting her. And I would say that I think Sarah Adams did become a zombie last year, and that she's more adjusted to being a zombie this year, and that it will become even more pronounced next year. But it is all happening simultaneously as time is happening all simultaneously. But there does there's always a shock and stuff, and then you have to absorb the shock, and then you start to adjust to your new life, and then you start to really like your new life, and then you start to kind of hate your mortal life in place of that. And I think that's a normal experience. It happened to me, and I think that it's happening to Sarah, and I think it's happening to a lot of people this year. Thank you. Um, my dog got sick this morning, and that's the reason that I'm saying that this is sort of a repeat of last year, is because it's like the same freaking events happened in the same oh, in the same exact order. Oh, sorry, I'm having stomach pains. In the same exact order as last year, and it's like a script at this point, um, and it's also just like kind of annoying that it's like so scripted. It's like, okay, I like yesterday when I was walking Fresh, I was like, okay, it's about the time of year where he gets sick. And I was like sort of coaching him telepathy wise yesterday about him getting sick. And I was like, okay, I think it's definitely coming. I think Fresh is about to get sick. And last year when Fresh got sick, I freaked out because like he starts like screaming in the field like when we're walking. We had a field last year too. He starts sort of like yelping and like rolling around and like he's in pain. And last year I was like, "What's wrong with you, baby? What's wrong with you?" And then I was like, do you just have to go poopy? Do you have to go poop?" And I was like, "Let's try and see if you just have to go poop." Um, Obviously, I freaked out at first and I was like, "Oh my God, I have to rush him right to the hospital." But then I was like, maybe he just has to go to the bathroom. And then I took him out of the bathroom and I was like, "Push, baby, push, okay? Like, try to push." And because he was like in pain and he was making those noises. And then he pushed and then he was okay. And he did have to go poop. And then he got sick. So he threw up a few times. And that was last year. And I felt it coming again this year because it's pretty much the same sequence of events this year. And I was like, okay, he's probably about to get sick. And he got sick this morning and he already knew to push, but when he was pushing and going to the bathroom, he then yelped in his little doggy voice like it was hurting him. And it's awful to like have to see your little doggy in pain. And he got sick like around the field, like it was sort of a mixture of poop and diarrhea. And he came inside and he got sick inside. He threw up as well. So he's definitely getting sick. And that's it. This is the exact same events that happened last year. That means you haven't learned your lesson from last year, humanity, and you're literally repeating the same exact process. And we were more hopeful of humanity this year, as what I want to say. And Colin was more hopeful of humanity this year as well, because when I saw him last year, we talked about this and he was like, okay, they all know you're God, sweetie. Like, are you ready? Are you ready for like, to be the new world order princess? Um, we had a lot of hope for humanity this year, but you're repeating the same exact process in the same exact steps. And it's painful to watch it from an alien perspective. Alyssa, are you about to feel trapped in World War III, or was that just a nightmare? Um, I guess time will tell, but yeah, obviously we did think last year that you guys were ready to go, and I think after Colin said that is when you destroyed the king and queen of corporate, me and Mr. Chris Evans, and um, I think it was like we sort of gave you like one last chance last year to like let me marry Chris Evans and like set it straight. And we thought because the whole world was Alyssa and Ryan that you guys all know who I am and you guys were all on our team. And then you ended up turning against me and Chris anyway. And things have gotten progressively worse this year. And let's not discount the telepathy between 8 billion people. Um, Obviously the gifts shot up this year and got way more pronounced, and the gifts will shoot up again next year and get even more pronounced. I mean, you be the judge. Didn't last year end in a global disaster and I got booted to a safe level? And this year, and I was like, where's Silent Hill last year? I was like, where's Silent Hill? I thought that Silent Hill was going to manifest. I literally said that last year when I saw the sky open up and I saw the space station sky open up and all of the space cars flying around. I was like, okay. I mean, it was super exciting, but I was like, okay, cool. But where is Silent Hill? Like on the Earth level, like it should be Silent Hill around here. Like there should be like zombies and stuff running around and monsters. I was like, where's Silent Hill? And it like didn't manifest. And anyway, it looks like Silent Hill is going to manifest this year. And I thank Sarah Adams for talking about her zombie layer because that's going to help it manifest. And we need more people to talk about their zombie selves and their monster selves and their dead nurse selves and their pizza head selves and all of that, all of their lower selves, because that will help it manifest on the physical plane of existence in reality. That's my brother's channeling to me, trying to make me laugh because it's happening again. And it's literally that obvious. And I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know how to make it go in the right direction. I really don't know. Like, I don't know what to say. Or, that's why, and then that's why I was singing my favorite song yesterday, in a matter of speaking, which makes everyone cry. Because I don't know what to say. And I sing that to myself every year to give me the words. And I was singing it again last year. Give me the words to get through humanity's head. And I sang it last year, and look what happened. I'm singing it again this year. So yeah, we were laughing about the gang goes to Ireland this morning. If you ever saw that episode, it's fucking hilarious. I think there's 2 episodes of it, and it's literally hilarious. Always Sunny, if you're not familiar with the titles of the fucking show, because you don't like good TV. Yeah. So I'm looking at Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy on. It's called the Graham Norton Show. That's the British show that I didn't know the name of. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice if I could have Michael Fassbender. You know what I mean? Michael Fassbender is also Jeremy Schaller, my ex-boyfriend from New York City, who is the meat king of New York City. Jeremy's the meat king of New York City. He owns like a sausage store, and like a butcher shop. And then he also owns like a bar in New York, in Manhattan, to be specific, on the wait, I can't remember if it's Upper East or Upper West. I think it's Upper East. I think he's Upper East Side because I used to work at a bar in Manhattan. I think it's Upper West Side. So yeah, they basically look like twins, Michael Fassbender and Jeremy. um, So yeah, I've always had a thing for Magneto. I've always been a Magneto girl. Same fucking conversation as last year. Look at that. Me talking about being a Magneto girl. Yet again. It's draining to have to say the same conversations over and over and over again to humanity and feel like I'm making, I mean, I know we're making progress, but it's like, I want to congratulate Rob on his upgrade to Max. Congratulations. I Upgrades are always great, and I think that's going to help you going into next year. So that means he passed all of his tests and he got his upgrade to Max because Max is the shit. As we all know, Max is the man, right? Max is the man. That's why they went after him so hard. I love Max. Don't test me. I'm allowed to love my friends. All right. So Max was with me last year as well. Okay, Max is dead, not dead. Okay, Max. I think I've talked about this a few times. Max has been with me on the internet in the beginning until he died, and then he came to me in dreams, and then he came to me in body. I think I've told that story where he came to me in body one night and he sat on my bed and we put our heads together, and he was pretty much embodied. He was I think he was like in like a light body, but he was pretty physical, and he came and sat on my bed and we put our heads together and we created a siphon of rainbow energy between our third eye and our heart chakra. And that's how Max and I greet each other. That's how Liam used to greet us as a baby too. Oh, maybe whatever. Um, and then we had to turn satanic, and Max became my consort. And I mean, I've known Max for like how long? Like 15 years, and we've never. He's number two. Okay, there's one and two. Max is number two. And Max had to become number one last year because we were in 4-1, and he had to do it to protect me um, from someone unnatural being a consort with me. So it's unnatural with Max, obviously, because he's like a platonic friend, but it's like easier to digest. And I was like, Max, why, Max? I was like, why, Max, for like a long time, like talking to him about it and stuff, and and like as the year progressed, we're like, he was like, that was a warning that we're going satanic. um, Again, this is an extremely occult conversation, and it's extremely advanced. And if you don't understand me, then you're going to need more explanation, and you're not going to be able to ask God for more explanation. So you're going to have to ask your big brothers or big sisters for explanations. So Max is just like, he's just my best friend, He's my best friend. So I think I had a hard time sleeping last night as well. Or did I? Or did I sleep well? Isn't that weird? I can't even remember. I know that you guys were like attacking me or whatever because I reached for TJR over the screen because he was in bed in the screen, and I reached for him over the screen to like cuddle him, and then all women and probably men started attacking me immediately and started taking off my Draco tail, and it feels like extreme pain at the base of my spine. um, and DJR was like, Jesus fucking Christ, So, yeah, you guys are like all in on it, and you're literally all going against us. And I think I slept well last night. I think I slept well. Um, and then I had an interdimensional experience where the siblings are soul harvesters, and they all walked in as Elissa, so the 4 pack all became the same thing last night. It's not really a big deal to us, but it's a big deal to the general public. They all started freaking out about it, and it's really annoying. It was totally fine in the dream or in the intra-dimensional experience. I don't know, guys. I'm tired if I say inner or intra, and I'm mixing them up right now. I know, like, it's like you can't get anything by Natalie and Rachel. You can't get anything by those girls. It's like we don't like nitpick every single little thing we do. Natalie and Rachel though, they gotta nitpick literally every single little thing. Is it inter or is it intra, Alyssa? Like, leave me alone. I'm God, okay? You're not allowed to fucking question me like that, like interrogate me like that. I'm allowed to be tired. I'm tired of y'all. I got that they're soul harvesters, and I got the Andromeda feeling, like they're from Andromeda. They're soul harvesting from Andromeda, but it could just be the sparkly scalar waves taking humans to the Pleiades for soul harvesting. It terrified a lot of people, that message, that family telepathy conversation that's going out to literally each and every one of you right now. That terrified a lot of people, but that's just the truth. And it could just be both. It could be both. It could be that some of you are going to Andromeda and some of you are going to Pleiades. But the soul is the body. Okay, I've talked about this many times. You are looking at the soul. The soul is the physical incarnation of the human body. Okay, so this is the soul. Okay, I know y'all been lied to, right? Y'all don't understand it, and y'all been lied to. My forehead looks a little bit smaller. But this is the soul. The demon is inside of you. That's me as well. Okay, Elissa is the demon inside of you, as we've talked about many times, or it can be goo. Okay, it can just be goo, general goo, Elissa goo. And this is the soul. Okay, so this physical incarnation is called the soul, and y'all call it a human body. And so we're soul harvesting, and that means we're harvesting this. We're harvesting the physical incarnation called the human body, okay? And that's what's scaring a lot of people. That means that a lot of y'all are going to lose your human body, and you're going to probably just become Elissa. And that's why y'all are freaking out about it. I mean, y'all wanted to call yourself Elissa this year, right? Y'all want to call yourself Elissa? And now you're scared that it's going to look like Elissa this time next year? I don't know why you're scared. Okay, y'all called this stuff to you. You know what I mean? Y'all can't get through your head. Like, you can't just go around calling yourself Elissa Janello if you're not Elissa Janello, right? So it's going to manifest on the physical plane because we're soul harvesting y'all right now. Skadoosh. Okay? And then we'll see the truth that there's only one thing. My room smelled like trash this morning. It smelled like, I don't know, that smell of trash. It's just like a general smell of trash. It's like a scent. It's like you could bottle it. Like, it's like everybody knows that scent of trash. And somehow, I don't remember how, but somehow this conversation led me to, the cigarettes, because Rob was listening in yesterday and freaking out about me saying that the cigarettes fill up on the lower level by themselves, and he was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, because it's like, right, it's like we're getting gypped on planet Earth. We're getting big time gypped on planet Earth. We got to work for our goo on planet Earth. Like, what the hell? And they just fill up naturally. If you get stuck all the way in the lower level of hell, your cigarettes fill up naturally. That's not fair. You're stuck in hell. How the hell do you have a code that you can fill up cigarettes naturally and you don't need money for that? That's not fair. So Rob was thinking about it and with me this morning, and then my room smelled like trash immediately, and I was like, I think it's in the trash. I think the goo our 3D goo code is in the trash because I remember that happening last time. This happened, aka 2017 to 2023. Um, I remember watching the sequence of events in my mind's eye, or watching the whole movie in my mind, laying in bed while I'm having seizures all night long, and how I was watching two candy wrappers make love to each other. And that's how funny it is to aliens. That's how funny sex is to human sex is to aliens. Watching two candy wrappers having sex, and it was pretty funny. I thought so. Anyway, so then it was like a piles of trash. I just remember I keep seeing piles of trash everywhere, like in my mind's eye, along with a lot of other stuff. Like I was stuck in hell for a really long time during that time. I was definitely stuck in hell for a really long time, like actual hell. Like every time I closed my eyes, I would see like actual hell, like you've seen like in paintings and stuff with like gory photos and demons and torture and all that stuff. Like I was literally stuck in hell for a long time. Every time I closed my eyes, like, oh my God, it's hell. It was crazy. So, but piles of trash. I remember seeing lots of piles of trash. And anyway, our goo codes are stuck in our trash, okay, right now. So that's something that y'all brothers can investigate. And yeah. Yeah, so when Brandon Lee goes behind the curtain, y'all can see what happens to me. I don't know why that's important, but that's fine. I'm like, where's my husband? And then I got to go out and find a new one. And then y'all don't let me have him. And then I get mighty angry. Right? I get mighty angry. I've had a few husbands this year and I'm not allowed to have them in person. Oh, yeah. And then we said we're flying around right now trying to see where I can land that won't cause World War III. So it's like, okay, we tried Hayden. Nope, that's going to cause World War III. We obviously tried Chris. Nope, that's going to cause World War III. We tried Sebastian. We tried Bastion. That's definitely going to cause World War III. I think that was the first one we tried, right? We're like, nope. If he shows up with an engagement ring, that's Putin. That means this is done. We're going to cause World War III, right? So Bastion couldn't show up. What else? Who else did we try this year? Obviously, we tried Jason Momoa recently. That's not occurring because I already told you why. God, y'all are so stupid. Stop fighting back from inside of me. Bifurcate for me, you assholes. I hear you talking your crap from inside of me. Bifurcate. Say it for yourself with your own goddamn mouth. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. We're going up between 4-1 and 4-2. It's the Deadpool. It's the Deadpool, okay? It's the Deadpool uh attunement. Okay, it's the Deadpool attunement. So it starts off slow. It's been doing it all year, right? But it's gonna get faster and it's getting faster. It's gonna get faster and faster. We're going to go like this between 4-1 and 4-2. Am I scaring y'all? That's what's happening. Y'all can't get it through your fucking heads. Okay, are you a solid human or are you in a freaking video game? You're in a video game. It's gonna go like this. Okay, maybe that should frighten you. So, yeah, we're going between 4-1 and 4-2. See, same order of events as last year. Krista's always like, you're surrounded, Liz. You're surrounded. Don't worry, okay? Then what happened the beginning of this year? I went over to Krista's house and she's like, are they in the room, Liz? Same freaking order of events. Because she just said, I'm starting to wonder if they're listening too. I'm starting to wonder, okay? The same order of events. Okay, it's definitely a progression. It's obviously a progression. I never saw a freaking energy transmission of people in my brother's backyard. All right, that's definitely a progression. I didn't see any of that last year, right? It's definitely a progression. It's definitely advancing. We're definitely ascending, but I mean, it's literally the same order of events. You got Krista wondering if y'all are listening or not. Are y'all listening? Maybe you're not. Is the CIA in the room? I don't know anymore. Same order of events. All right. So, George Soros has the goo code, okay, for the trash. So I know my Men in Black, my CIA is already on that. That's not a problem. But yeah, that's the Deadpool starting to go. It's starting to activate, and it's been activating all year. It's been warning y'all all year, and y'all still go in the same order of events. I don't like it when you get my dog sick. I know it's a warning sign for me that I'm about to get sick, but I really don't like it when you get my dog sick. Um, I just have to talk about all my brothers showing up all at the same time and being in a crowded room in this house, and they're all showing up to watch the portals open. They all showed up they all were like, damn, I wish I was there that day. And like, okay, I'll show up, see who's there. There's a freaking crowd in my house. They're all packed like this, like sardines in my house, looking at the portals open with me. That's how many of them there are. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of siblings in the world. So, um, they all know their lists, okay? So yeah, they all showed up. I think it was just the brothers. I think it was just the brothers. It might have been mainly Rayon and Max more than Michael, but it was a lot of them. It was a lot of them, and yeah, they all were like, "Damn, I wish I was there that day." Yeah, I wish you were there that day too. I couldn't believe it, and we were talking about that when the space codes turn on. You kind of just sort of like you interact with it, like I was interacting with it and stuff, but it's like weird. It's like you kind of think it's always gonna be on, and so then you like go about your business, and it's like, damn, I wish I just like I wish I like interacted with them literally all day and just kept talking to them literally all day, all day, all day until they faded away. You know, yeah, get more juice from them, get more intel from them. Um, yeah, because they're definitely it's like they're real people, but they're in the walls. I think I described it, but they were colors. They were colors like purple and pink or blue and pink, something like that. And then there's sparkles all around them. Um, so sort of like a monochromatic person in the wall of a color and sparkles. And there was a couple of them, and then they would like move around the room and stuff. And then like sometimes they would get shy too, and sometimes they would stop talking. And I'd be like, why they stop talking? Like I'm trying to ask you some questions. It was very interesting. It was very, very interesting. If I could turn it back on like this, I would right now. I would turn it on like this and talk to them right now. And then watching the portals turn on in my house and stuff, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Give me my goddamn portals back. So yeah, I think that's it. Anything else? You want me to say this is TJR's face? Yeah, because I remember I was like, I don't know whose face this is this year, but I don't like it. I like it on TJR. I think it's a very handsome face, but I don't like it on me. But yeah, we're shape shifted to like who we are or whatever. We kind of shape shift into who we are. Um, it's like okay, it's like match. It's like a that matching game. It's like okay, that matches. Okay, so that's the match for right now. And but I mean, y'all still said I can't date. You said it yesterday. I can't. I'm not allowed to date TJR. So I don't know what to say. Oh yeah, so they're trying to fly me around planet Earth for a soft place for me to land that won't cause World War III. Um, we went through a lot of them. I think we went to Palo too. We went to a lot of them. It's like basically the answer is no. You can't. I can't. I can't have a boyfriend. What kind of crap is that?